God is the author of romance.
Come on.
God is the author of romance. Because actually, God is the bridegroom pursuing us as the bride. And that's pretty romantic right there. I mean, he is pursuing us as his bride. And the Song of Songs or Song of Solomon as it's known, I mean, that's authored by God. And talk about romantic. I mean, have all of you read through the Song of Songs? I mean, it is extremely romantic, extremely erotic. It is just, it's this, bridegroom is wooing his bride, and the bride is enticing the bridegroom, and it's very, very romantic. So anyone that says that God is not for romance is like Looney Tunes. Something Raul and I did that, I mean, we practically had to pull over, I'm telling you. We were driving, and I happened to have this book in my car. It was Kevin Leeman's Sheet Music. Some of you might have read this book. He's a Christian, and he's an author, and he had written this book called Sheet Music. And if you understand what the meaning of sheet music is, like making music under the sheets, kind of like, It was very graphic. But I mean, in an okay way. I mean, it was intended for a married couple, but it was very much on things you can do to please him and how he can please you. And he's a Christian, so it was not like smutty, but I mean, it was like graphic. Like, okay, we're adults, we have sex. Okay, so here's what you need to know. Well, we were on this road trip. I think we were driving to Spokane or something. It was a long drive, and I said, why don't I just read this out loud? I had no idea what I was doing. Oh my goodness, you guys. We were both like, whoa! It was just like, I don't know. There's something about saying all this stuff out loud. Yeah, we could hardly wait to get to our destination. Moving on to other ideas. How about leaving a single red rose with a little love note on his car windshield while he's at work tomorrow? Or sometime in the future, unexpectedly, you just leave a single red rose with a little teeny note under his, car windshield wiper, you know what I'm saying? And just like little thinking of you, can't wait to see you tonight, or, whatever. He will remember those things for many. He'll tell all of his guys, he'll tell all of his friends, because he'll be like bragging about you. Meet him after work for dinner at a restaurant wearing nothing under your long coat. We've had people do that here before. Okay, how about writing your plans for him that evening with lipstick on your bathroom mirror? So he wakes up in the morning and you've got the plans for the evening. In other words, what you're going to do. Written on lipstick in the bathroom mirror or something like that. You gotta be creative. Think outside the box. Send the kids to Grandma's house. Leave a trail of tea lights from the front door to the bedroom. Have all the lights off. Just little ideas. I think I might try that too. How about playing strip poker with him? Or strip Uno, or whatever you play. I don't know. Why not do that? I mean, when you did it in junior high, that was a little different. But now you're married to the man, and it's okay to do stuff like that. And wouldn't that be fun? And wouldn't you think that was very playful and kind of cool? And there's nothing wrong with that. I know sometimes as Christian women we're like, ooh, she said strip poker. Ooh, don't go back to that group. No, but
it's not a double date. It's just you and your husband.
It's just you, yeah. Let's clarify. Just you and your husband. It's not the catchphrase evening where you have all the fun couples over. This is just you guys. But why can't you do that? Why can't, do we have to be all stuffy and like, I'm a Christian woman, I don't play strip poker. Well, with your husband, you can do that. Okay. Here's something that I really want to say, and hopefully this doesn't apply to any of you, but I have been in some women's houses where I am actually kind of like shocked at how utilitarian their master bedroom is, or / how messy it is. And it's like, most men, we've learned, do not like clutter anyway. So don't make your bedroom like, heaps of clothes all over the place, and the bed's filled with, clothes, and things are hanging off the, ceiling, and, it's like, well, unless they're good things. But where it's not inviting, or where there's not a single picture on the wall. It's like white walls and a bed, and there's nothing else in the room. And I've been in a room like that. I was like, make it inviting. Have some candles, have some, pleasing colors and pictures or whatever, but make it inviting, and add music. For a lot of guys, that's a big deal to have music playing, so have a way that you can play music in there. String some little white twinkling lights maybe, on the ceiling or something. That'd be cool because that would be romantic. So make your bedroom romantic looking and sounding and smelling. And did you know most men are turned on by the scent of a cinnamon candle? How about turning down the lights in the living room, put on some slow dancing music and dance together? That'd be cool if your husband likes that kind of thing. Something I did for my husband a couple years ago, and he still has kept this, is I bought a package of those cheap Valentines, the little, the little ones the kids give out at school, like package of 20 little Valentines. And I wrote a little message on the back of each one of something about him, just like, you rock, or you're so sexy, or you turn me on, or I think you're the amazing prayer warrior, or just all sorts of things, right? And I stuck them all over the place, like in his underwear drawer underneath his underwear, in his sock drawer, and in his car, and in several were in his Bible, and just all over the place. And he was finding those for weeks. He would stumble across a new one, and he never threw them out. They're still collected in this special little bowl that he has sitting on his dresser. Because I could tell that meant a lot to him. When you put it in writing, and it isn't like a card that, they said it, but you actually put it down in your own handwriting, most men are very affected by that because you took the time and the energy and you wrote something about what you think of them. A lot of guys will keep that forever. So, and it's very romantic. So, and how expensive is that? Like $3 or something to buy Valentine's? Bake his favorite treat, deliver it to work with a little love note, how much you appreciate him. So bring him something at work that you baked, a special thing. How about a candlelight picnic in your bedroom and feed each other?